let me know if you could see it.
Yep.
Awesome. So yeah, I think like looking back kind of at this collection, and your website definitely has. I've been really digging the visuals. Hopefully, people get to see the visuals that you guys have been putting in. I think you said CFW's been
That's all
helping you do that.
CFW. Yeah, he's crushing it.
Yeah, it's absolutely doing well. And I think I've seen you guys been spending more time kind of with the visuals, which is great. Makes it feel extremely professional. Not that it wasn't before, but I don't know. Some people are pretty visual.
Yeah, it's something like I sent a message to CFW like a month or two ago, and I was like, hey, we need better visuals. Like we need more stuff for tweeting, and just more stuff to like keep on brand and keep things going. And he definitely delivered with like our new monthly graphic, and just I mean yeah, and then like obviously our year 2 graphic. It's like everything's coming together, and yeah, CFW is just an amazing person.
And CFW did the logo too, right?
Yep. Yes.
Like
and
actual dog tags.
Like yeah. So he did the branding, the logo, the actual dog tag. Like we commissioned him to make that. The what we're looking at right now with the calendar. Yeah, he did like everything that you visually see about Alphadoggg was created by him.
Yeah. No, it's really good stuff. Yeah, so the next kind of similar game to a little bit or a little different, but mostly specific to Alphadoggg, and it's just to see. Obviously, all these are great pieces here. If you had .3 ETH, which of these pieces are you minting? Assuming the whole collection is available to you, you know what they look like, and it's at Alphadoggg price.
Okay, so I'm minting at primary prices. Okay, that's interesting.
You're minting at primary, exactly. And the whole thing's available to you know what they look like. You can even go with the rewards too if you want, no worries. But which I just kind of want to know which are your top 3 favorites, or which ones kind of speak to you the most.
I mean, definitely Ryan Talbot. That piece is just phenomenal. It's like emotional for like he took a really big break when he was making it because his dog Winston passed away, and that was really 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 difficult for him. So
yeah,
like that emotional aspect of that, and like that piece is it's a very very special piece. Like my biggest NFT purchase in art was my 1 of 1 by Ryan Talbot. Everything he does has like a special place for me, so that's definitely there.
Super talented too. That OE as well bounces.
Oh insane. Yeah, and then announcing today that there will be a burn for it, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I mean, like Tempers, and Jake's piece are both like I love those. Man, they're all so good. Like it's honestly so difficult. Like the artists have really gone above and beyond on these. Now with Tempers doing his kind of like the game based on like a kind of another version, like a similar version of that piece. But yeah, and then Jake's here with like kind of the different like the squiggle and like kind of the X copy. Like there's a lot of like degen aspects to it.
Yeah, Jake's piece is definitely one of my favorites, I'd say.
Yeah, I think it's the most expensive right now in the collection, like on secondary, which makes sense. That or the Des. Yeah, like and then like 8080, his like Cerberus, and like that whole month, mm-hmm. What is real, Cerberus, and then Pearl Tune. They're all like absolutely love those. Like it would be hard to only get like 3 pieces on primary. Like there's so many incredible pieces in this collection. Like C3, like I bought one for like 0.17, which I think is a great price for a C3. Period. Like I bought a piece in secondary last week because I really wanted the C3.
Yeah. No, this is my first C3, and yeah, definitely a good price, like you said, for a C3 on ETH too and everything.
Yeah, because like all my other C3 is only on LooksRare because it's not available on OpenSea. So I wonder if OpenSea knew that he was the artist, if they would take it down. I don't know if they could because we minted it, but like that's just something like it's like yeah, must be one of the only C3 pieces you can get on OpenSea.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts that it's unfortunate that that's how they're approaching
It's crazy.
it.
It's crazy. But yeah, and like the CFW, I love the detail in that piece. It's just phenomenal. Like Tiffatron's piece, it's like that was like her second, I think, animated piece she'd done at the time, and now she's really incorporated it into her style.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like every time we get a new piece from an artist, we're like, wow, that's like our new favorite piece in the collection. And then it's like we get another one, and we're like, holy crap, like that's our new favorite piece. Like it just, I can't wait to see the like Louis Ponce like on Friday. I'm not sure when we're gonna get it, but I'm very very excited for that one.
That's gonna be insane. I've been looking forward to that one, but I fully agree with you on all these being absolutely amazing.
Like even the
Yeah,
quality
this
of like
CFW one's super sneaky.
it's crazy. But like even the quality of like the Rembrandt ones, like I like the original file sizes of those, like they're meant to be printed in insanely large, like in large format. Like they're incredible, like incredibly detailed paintings.
Yeah, you could
So
tell actually. I had to resize some of these just to make it work.
yeah, it's crazy.
Like I had to decompress them and all that because there was too much gas in all of them.
yeah, it's wild. Like and like they're all different formats, different. It's just it's really cool seeing like the artists deliver like such a wide variety of pieces in these collections. Like they're coming together. Like I remember when we minted the first piece, like the like Alpha Walk, when that piece was there, I was like, wow, I wonder what this collection is gonna look like in a year. And like I love looking through the collection. And like Brandon Mighty had only done a few like super rare drops on ETH. It was mostly on Tez, and now he's like really kind of gaining popularity with his new like Death and the Cat collection. I forget what it's called, but he's like Brandon Mighty's really like like kind of like blowing up popularity on ETH, which is really good to see. And that piece is incredible.
Yeah, that piece is great.
He
And
makes
then,
he actually makes he's written some really good children's books. Like some of my kids' favorite ones are by him.
No way.
I would recommend ordering some when your kid's a bit older and you're gonna be reading stories.
Yeah. I need to check that out then. Yeah, we're looking. I'm building up a collection of kids' books right now in Spanish and English for my kids. So.
You'll get a lot. And
Yeah,
you read
I'll
the
need
same
to
ones
look
every
that up.
night.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, thanks. Appreciate you playing that as well with me. And no, it is crazy. Just to I look at this constantly just to
Thanks
see
for putting this together. It's like it's
yeah,
nice
no,
to,
not a problem. I mean, I like your guys' visual, like with the names and all that, but sometimes people want to see the thing itself. So I've just been updating this on the side just to, for those that want to see it visually, they can see it visually as well, all in one go. And it has all the links, so it takes them to the right place and all that. Yeah, let's jump back into this year two. Let's talk about year two. So for year two, obviously year one, we're approaching the end, and I think I'm going to be doing a giveaway for Bitter Bep, which has some implications with Degen Civilization, which we'll jump into in a second. But looking at year two's already looking absolutely crazy and fantastic.
Yeah, it is crazy. I was just reading through it all just to get ready for this, and I'm like, wow, like I forgot how good the lineup is.
Yeah, like I did not know Jeremy Booth was. I mean, I think I did. I know, but it's crazy when you actually like start writing it down, or when you put it down. And
Like
when
we got him for this, he was like not like a large enough. Like he wouldn't have been a signature at that time. Like that's how much things have changed with Jeremy Booth since then. Like
yeah, and he's blown up now.
Blown up, and like we've been kind of discussing like that's going to be an insane limited drop. Like that and like Rip Cash. Like oh boy, I'm like
oh my god.
That like I've had so many people message me asking me how we can rig the Rip Cash for them, and I just tell them like. Nope. We like and like people suggesting things and like how it's like nope, like we can't change the mechanics right now. It's luck of the draw.
Oh my god. Yeah, Kevbot right there. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding, Kevbot. If he is listening to this at some point. Yeah, no, this is an insane lineup for sure. Like which one are you like again, you don't have to pick like favorites, but which ones are you kind of excited for, I'd say.
Michael Cooch is going to be, I think that's how you say it, Cooch. I'm not, he's, I love his work, the detail, the time it takes to make, like, not that that is necessarily a huge factor, but like the amount of work that goes into his pieces. I'm very, very excited for that one. His recent, his recent auction, I believe it was on Sotheby's, was just an absolutely beautiful piece. So and like, we've chatted a fair bit over the last few months about kind of his process and what goes into his work. And that's one I'm very, very excited about. Like King Xerox, like Camubus, like there's some huge, huge pieces. That's just in the signature. Like Ryan Anderson, his work is always incredible. Gold Cat, like Alien Queen, that's gonna be a phenomenal piece. Like, and like to think of like there's only three pieces to hold to get that one, and they're like Jack NFT is gonna be huge. Tim Maxwell's work is phenomenal. Like the detail, and then obviously Macbeth's, like that's a no-brainer. It's going to be an incredible piece. And kind of going more on the limited, like Dominic G, he's become a huge part of the Discord since we kind of like brought him in as an artist, and he's like, I love the detail in his work. I have like a 101 on Super Rare. Very excited for that. Like I think it goes without saying, Rip Cash is going to be insane. I think we're not going to be able to do the on chain because that's kind of reserved for his mints on his contract. But it'll still be a Rip Cash, and it'll be amazing. Jeremy Booth, like there's not a single name on this list of artists that I'm not like Lip Camarella, his work, like his original SR drops were some of the first pieces that kind of, when I first saw Super Rare, like it was like when I was kind of discovering NFTs, I was like through his work. So there's been, and like I was introduced to him through Shat, who has become like a huge and very kind of active collector in the group, as well as like Muju. Shat has been really good for finding new artists and just being a good sounding board for who we should include or who we should bring in and so on.
Shat's wallet is crazy.
Yeah, it's insane, and he doesn't sell anything; he just buys. It's insane.
Yeah, no, it's nuts. It's funny because I went down I forget, I was buying some 101s recently, and previous owners or all-time high kind of buyer was Shat, and I was like, oh, okay, well, if Shat bought it, I'm definitely in good company.
Oh yeah, it's it's every artist I find, I'm like, oh, this is a cool artist. I wonder who else collects. It's always Shat. His name's always there as one of the early buyers. I'm like, okay, yeah. Yeah,
exactly. I'm super stoked for totally gonna butcher this name, Nicholas Sassoon.
That's gonna be really cool. That and Pixelful were two generative. Yeah, they're gonna be really cool pieces. Nicholas Sassoon is one that DeBirds was really big on, and he's one of the artists I haven't actually spoken to at all. It's always been through DeBirds, and that's I'm very excited for that. There's some a few of our collectors are huge fans of his work and Pixelful, so that they're two. It's a style that we didn't see at all in year one, so I'm really excited to see that. And Mendez, he's another artist that is just exploded and in popularity over the last few months. I think his open edition is what people dream of their open edition being when they kind of release theirs, and his burn mechanics have been very thoughtful. His every piece has been very, very well done. So
and we have our first photographer too this year.
Yeah, that'll be another really, really cool one. So, it's there's a lot to come.
Lineup.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really, really excited about it.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny, like you said, you've locked in some of these artists, and then they just kind of blow up after they've already been locked in. So Mendez definitely has come into his own. Lacon's definitely getting bigger, and
it's some of these you have to wonder where they'll be in a year, Gold Cat, once when Gold Cat drops in a year in January, that's gonna I think that's gonna be one of the most sought after signature drops at the time. I'm incredibly bullish on Gold Cat, and it's just one of those ones I'm very, very, very excited about.
Yeah. Do you see before we kind of go jump into the next section? Do you for Grey Legion? Do you see them like going back in like year 3 or
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
like that?
definitely. Like, there's definitely that's the one that I like. We unfortunately like were like had to like replace, but yeah, I mean, like I'm a huge fan of her work, and I'm like if she's open, I would be very happy to work together in year 3 for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, so let's kind of jump into this new kind of project that you guys are launching. I think you described it like as a PFP, but what is Degen Civilization? How did it come about? And yeah,
Yeah, so like basically, yeah, we started working on Degen Civilization back in like September was kind of when we started on the art and kind of the planning for it. So the general kind of overarchy, I guess overarchy is probably the wrong term, but like the like holistic view of it all is we're kind of finding a way to bring together like the typical like PFP degens and the art collectors and finding a way to kind of bring a benefit and exposure for both. So we're going to be, uh, yeah, next week we're kind of like sharing a lot more about the actual project and how everything's going to work. But in short, you'll be able to like you'll you'll be earning a certain type of tokens for holding your degens, and you'll be able to use those for claiming really cool art and like from different artists across the NFT space, and other things. So yeah, Brian Talbot did. She has 2 attributes in the collection. I'm really excited to share more. The art is incredible. The detail that Party Skulls has gone to, like we have a wide variety of hoodies and onesies, and he had to rework all the mouths and the eyes so that they could line up accordingly and work with those. So there's a whole. It's like the amount that has gone in to this collection is insane, and we're very excited to share it. But yeah, we want to like we're really fine tuning, and that's what I was talking to Cribber out about. But we're fine tuning to make sure that whether you have one degen or you have 100, you'll be able to take part in all the drops that we're doing and have a chance at winning, or like obtaining the art that we're going to be minting. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm excited to kind of share more as we get closer to our planned early April launch.
yeah. No, this sneak peek got me kind of excited. Like with Ryan and like having an attribute, and then it made me think about like how I'm sure you have other artists involved as well, and that's exciting. And I think you mentioned Party Skull, so like, how did that kind of come about? Did you reach out to Party Skulls, or did yeah, how did that kind of form? And yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I've known Party Skulls for a while, like the Birds has as well, and his style is like when we were thinking about what we wanted to create, kind of to do like I mean, everyone loves frogs, everyone loves it's like the DGen mascot, and we wanted to just do like something that we wanted an artist to kind of to run with it, but we wanted somebody that would put a lot of care into it as well, and like we knew Party Skulls would be a good fit. We approached him and asked if he would make a mock-up and go from there, and like he made 2, and we literally were like perfect, like no revisions. That's our model. Let's go. And then we've just been kind of creating attributes like in half an hour. We're going to do another call, and we basically go through all the attributes and the rarity, and we're discussing rarity and kind of what and like everything. So it's yeah, he's been incredible. I'll send you some full previews after this, so you can see what it looks like. We're really excited.
yeah, no, definitely. I'm pretty excited about it, and it's there's probably a lot of lessons too that you guys have picked up along the way, like from other PFP projects or other projects as a whole. And I fully trust kind of you guys both have the right heads on you to basically make it work.
Yeah. Our big thing is we're not gonna overpromise a huge roadmap that we can't deliver on. Everything that we say we're gonna do, we're gonna do immediately. Like, we're not gonna promise something that's coming in 6 months. We're gonna only things that we're gonna announce are gonna start right away. So we're gonna keep it simple, and we're just gonna deliver, and that's what we've always done. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot different selling like 4,200 NFTs at a low min price versus 100 dog tags at 2 ETH, but I know we can do it, and I think the primary ends up being roughly similar, which is pretty funny. We're up for the challenge of minting 4,200 of these out.
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic number too. Yeah, magical number. So what's kind of the best way to get the whitelist, or is there a whitelist, or how are you able to get Degen Civilization? Yeah, so we're doing it a few different ways. So if you have a dog tag, you will get 5 free mints, plus you'll be whitelisted for 5 paid mints. And all whitelists are discounted to public. So we haven't firmed up on the exact price, but it will be well below 0.1. So yeah, we're keeping it. We're focusing. Our main focus is selling out, not like making a huge amount on primary. Like, we want collectors that like we want to bring in as many collectors as we can. So dog tags are the best way to get 10. If you have a bid or BEP, which is the token that we gave out for free to everyone who bid on our final dog tag, the one that went unclaimed a year ago, you will be whitelisted for 2 mints. So that's a great way to get whitelisted for 2 mints. And then we have a bunch of partners that we're going to be launching next week. So you'll be seeing Degen Civilization throughout multiple partners, including Chimpers, Ghosts, and a bunch of other Discords. So be prepared for that. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and we've really been trying to push the hype cycle as close to mint as possible, and just kind of push it in the final 2 weeks as much as possible. We're just gearing up. It's coming. It's fast approaching.